Hello everyone, welcome to Dirt Road Cinderella. We are glad you stopped in. Today is Sponsor Box Day from Josh at VCG Resins by Reese, so let's get to it. I see a transmission, distributors, engine kit, Willwood master cylinders, and some universal joints. While I open these bags and lay stuff out, let's hear a word from our sponsors.
Sponsor Spotlight.
Check out VCG Resins by Reese. Parts that stand out, service that stands by you. The website is full of great info and is super easy to use. There are plenty of categories to choose from, such as VCG merch, kits, body parts, electrical, chassis and suspension, engine kits, underhood, transmissions, etc. Every item has multiple detailed photos. When cashing out, make sure to use our 10% off Dirt Road Cinderella discount code, DRC 1024.
Check out scalefinishes.com to find original equipment manufacturer correct plastic model paints that are mixed in-house and are 100% accurate for make, model, and year. They even hand mix paints in 2-ounce bottles to maintain color quality and accuracy. These premium pre-thinned airbrush paints are used from the bottle to the model. When cashing out, be sure to use our one-of-a-kind discount code for 10% off your next order.
Welcome back and thank you for being here with us. First up is this pack of universal joints. These are something I try to stay stocked up on so that I will have enough to last me all my days. These are just so handy for scratch building drive shafts. Next are some pre-drilled distributors. Though they are printed that way, they are not actually drilled. The detail in these distributors cannot be beaten in my opinion. I got both the clip top style and the screw lock style. Both come with all holes including the coil wire and vacuum advance line. Now we come to the Willwood master cylinders. There are two types. There are also two different vacuum boosters. I don't know which one goes with which, but it looks like the mounting holes for the master cylinder may be different sizes. The first master cylinder seems to have an anti-lock braking setup on it. I could be wrong. If I am, please correct me in the comments below. The second master cylinder is much simpler looking and has the holes for you to connect your own brake lines. Just beautiful stuff when you compare it to the master cylinders that come in most kits today. I apologize for the focusing issues I seem to be having today. Now we get to move on to the engine kit. It's a GM small block 383 stroker. I have no plans for this kit. I got it just to add to my resin parts stash as Josh let us pick our own boxes this month. Thank you, Josh. That was very cool. Here's the beautiful engine block. As someone else mentioned, it is a wonder these kits don't come with a crankshaft and pistons. Just amazing detail. I know you all have heard me say it before, but the truth remains that this stuff is amazing. A beautiful oil pan with a large sump area will grace the bottom of this block. The headers for this kit are so crisp and clean, with the holes in the collectors so you can detail or connect it however you would like to. Now I have come to the intake manifold, which is no less spectacular than the rest of the stuff we have seen with this kit. Both exhaust and spark plug ports crisply molded into these heads just makes me want to get to it and wire it up. The valve covers look amazing. I thought they were different, but they all say 383 stroker on them, which is awesome. The extras will go into the stash. Here we have an amazing 4-barreled carburetor which will feed this stroker engine. I am not an authority on carbs, but this looks to be a double pumper and has amazing detail even if you wanted it on a workbench in a diorama. There are also 3 different air cleaner options, 2 of which also boast the 383 stroker callout. The third is a simple small one. It's always nice to have choices. Look at the details in this timing cover. Josh always sends 3 distributor options to choose from, depending on how you build. The first one is what I call a center board distributor. This is pretty much what I do to most kit distributors. It certainly will do the job. The next distributor I come to is one I have not seen much of. I think it's a later model GM distributor, but it might be aftermarket as well. It is no less impressive than the other distributors from VCG. And here's the last one, much like the first. Moving on, I find the belt setup for this engine and the water pump. This tiny little devil will be your alternator bracket. That's right, no need for a Bluetooth alternator. It always amazes me how well these brackets work. I had to ask Josh how it went on the very first one, and bang, it worked just like he said. This one has 2 holes on the back to slip over bolt heads on the front of the engine. This is the alternator, which looks great and has the holes for detailed wiring already in it. This is just an awesome thought to put into these printed parts. And here is yet another alternator choice with its own bracket on it. At least I think that's what it is. Next is the engine fan, which appears to be a newer style aftermarket fan. It's very thin and delicate but stunning. These tiny breathers for the valve covers are amazing. They also will roll away on you if you're not paying attention. Wow, this kit even comes with engine mounts. That's pretty cool. Here's the starter, which is striking as always. Now let's see if I can get the camera to focus on the fuel pump, which is no exception and provides the holes for plumbing it. It appears that this kit has power steering as well. That's handy. I grew up with Armstrong steering. Power steering makes driving much easier. Josh and Chris have even provided us with a nice oil filter to make sure everything runs clean. This tiny thing is the thermostat housing. It's amazing but tiny. I am glad there were 2 in my kit, just in case. This appears to be another breather of the more stock-looking variety. Here is the coil to breathe life into your creation. Fantastically detailed, just like everything else. I almost forgot to show you the clutch for our fan, but here it is. That completes the engine itself, and now I have the bell housing to the manual transmission that I will mate to this 383 stroker. And here is the transmission itself. More great detail in this very stout looking transmission. That is about it for the VCG pizza box this month. But please remember to check out what VCG Resins might have to take your next build to a new level of awesome. If you find something you like, then please be sure to use our one-of-a-kind discount code to save yourself 10% off your order. That code is DRC1024. I also want to take a second to say congratulations to the AMC Livecast crew on their new sponsorship by Josh. Mike, Jason, and Bruce have certainly earned it. Welcome to the VCG family, guys. If you don't know about the livecast every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, now you do. Please sub their channel and stop in and chat with the rest of us in the live chat and have a few laughs to boot. That's it today from me, so until next time, remember, keep your blades sharp and your fingers clear. Later, y'all.
Sponsor Spotlight.
Check out VCG Resins by Reese. Parts that stand out, service that stands by you. The website is full of great info and is super easy to use. There are plenty of categories to choose from, such as VCG merch, kits, body parts, electrical, chassis and suspension, engine kits, underhood, transmissions, etc. Every item has multiple detailed photos. When cashing out, make sure to use our 10% off Dirt Road Cinderella discount code, DRC1024.
Check out scalefinishes.com to find original equipment manufacturer correct plastic model paints that are mixed in-house and are 100% accurate for make, model, and year. They even hand mix paints in 2-ounce bottles to maintain color quality and accuracy. These premium pre-thinned airbrush paints are used from the bottle to the model. When cashing out, be sure to use our one-of-a-kind discount code for 10% off your next order.
Edited, produced, and narrated by Carrie Ann Packard.